So it's a brand new week, a brand new video and a brand new likes target. We've got a likes target of 60 likes a week if you want to get a bonus episode on the weekend. So make sure you get liking this video and all the other ones throughout this week to make sure you get it. Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco. Today, in a 3-game special, we're playing in the FA Cup third round against Bury, and then we've got 2 local derbies away to Mansfield and at home to Notts County, which are huge games. Since you were last with us then, when last episode, where were we? We played Yeovil and Accrington. We lost 2-1 to Yeovil but beat Accrington 5-0. Since then, form has been fairly decent in terms of we drew 2-2 with Newport. We took the lead, they went 2-1 up, and then Matt Green got a late goal for us to bring it back to 2-2. So it was an alright game, to be fair, all things considered. Newport County fell down the table, so we're a bit disappointed with the result, but to come back and actually get a point from that after being 2-1 down was fairly nice. We then went to Stevenage and won another game 5-0. Matt Reed scoring 4 of the goals. He has been absolutely on fire, Matt Reed, since you were last here. I say that, he's not, because he's only scored those 4 goals. They didn't score any of the goal. He didn't score any of the games because in the Forest Green game, he picked up an injury about 10 minutes into the game. So it wasn't particularly good for him considering he's just got like 10 goals in like 5 games or something like that. And then last time out, that was a 3-2 win over Forest Green, by the way. Forgot to say that. And then last time out, we lost 4-2 to Luton in a very, very disappointing game. And David Hernan scored both our goals, but he went off injured. Now, this has been a cause of problem now because if we look at our injury list, look at current injuries, David Hernan, Matt Reed and Matt Green are 3 main strikers, all out with injuries, all out for 47 weeks, 11 days to 4 weeks. So it's not looking good on that front. So we've had to do something drastic. Now, I refuse to play Ollie Palmer because I just don't think he's any good in the game or in real life in particular as well. But we are in January now, so we can make transfers, and that's exactly what we've done. I mentioned it a few episodes ago, actually, how there was a player that I was looking at. He's of League 1 quality, target man, but wasn't sure if we needed him or not. Well, the answer is we definitely need him now. So we've brought him in on a free transfer. If we have a look at this now, transfer history, Matthias Pogba has come in on a free transfer to Lincoln City. He's been without a club all season actually so far, and he plays as a target man. He's got some nice stats on him, 4-star current ability, plays in League 1, most recently was playing for Sparta and Young Sparta in Holland, before that Partick Thistle, has played Football League with Crewe and Crawley, and Wrexham as well actually, that's in the Vanarama National League, so not that as impressive, but he has got Football League quality experience there, as well as, from other leagues around the world as well, so he's a bit of a journeyman, I've got to say, but hopefully he's going to be doing the job for us today. He comes in the second best striker behind Hernan, so he should be okay and he should be alright for now. He's on a contract, a fairly hefty contract, 1,400 until 2020, so he's on a 2-year deal. I think he should be okay for this season and next season, but I don't know. We'll have to see how it happens with him, really. So that's the main thing that's happened since you've been away. There are a little few more things that have happened, but they're not that pressing, so I can update you on future episodes. But because we've got 3 games to get through today, I want to get through this fairly quickly so we make sure we get it in a decent time out. So the lineup for today against Bury, a little bit different because we've got the injury to strikers. We're moving back to this 4-1-2-3 formation or 4-3-2-1 formation, purely because we've got no strikers. And it gives us a little bit more flexibility. So we've got Vickers in goal, a back 4 of Habergan, Waterfall, Dickey and Long. Bostwick, Woodyard and Rogers make that middle 3. Maguire Drew on the left hand side. Josh Ginnelly starts his first ever game for the club on the right hand side, purely because I was going to get rid of him, but I can't terminate his loan, which is a bit annoying. And then we're not going to renew the contract of Cameron Stewart, who ends in a couple of days time. So I think we're going to keep Ginnelly, and actually he's not bad, to be fair. I've neglected him quite a bit, whereas I shouldn't have really, and he's got a lot of potential, but crucially I have just seen in the contract issue an optional future fee of £50,000. so if he shows to be any decent, we could sign him. He's got some nice potential, so he could be a decent player for us in future, so let's give him a go at least. And then of course Pogba up front, so let's have a go at trying to beat Bury in the FA Cup. Pogba's preferred number is 99. I mean, I've genuinely never seen that before in a player, so that's nice. We'll give it to him because, to my knowledge, no one is 99 at the moment. So, Matthias Pogba, 99. Right, well, we're kicking off then in the red and white. Bury are sitting in there, and I've switched already. I mean, I never know if it's Bury or Bury, but I have just used both in this episode so far. So, it will be used interchangeably, but, we'll have to see. Of course, this is a huge fixture for us. We're currently sitting, I didn't show you the table, did I? I'll show you it before we actually get into the league games. I'm a bit more excited about this. We're sitting fairly comfortable in the league, still in the playoff places. Bury sitting quite far down in League One, so it's not actually that big of a difference, or it shouldn't be. It shouldn't feel like that big of a difference between the two clubs. So I think it should be quite a tight game, and I think if we get our game plan right, we should be winning this relatively comfortable, as they just actually Woodyard put it behind the goal there to keep things all square at the moment. They've got another corner now though, as Jose puts it in. And it's headed by Beckford. Jermaine Beckford did not know he was playing for Bury. I mean, I assume it's Jermaine Beckford. Maguire drew on the ball then for the Imps now as we're trying to make an attack. Through to Matthias Pogba, who's not played football in a few months, but we're starting him today. Josh Ginnelly's through, and Josh Ginnelly, on his debut, has put Lincoln 1-0 up against Bury in the FA Cup third round. Of course, when the third round came out, I was sort of praying that, we'd be away to Manchester United, get tons of money from that. But considering we've got a team that are very, very close to us in terms of ability, as Bostwick's header is headed straight at the goalkeeper, nothing interesting there. Considering we've got a team of similar ability to us, I think this is a fantastic opportunity to get through another round and then perhaps draw Man United away in the fourth round. Free kick now for Bury towards the end of this half. Bostwick makes a bit of a half clearance to Sean Long, who gets it away only as far as Bury players though, around the edge of the area. Maguire on the ball, gets it out towards Ince, who's got lots and lots of space there. That's risky. Out towards Edwards, who's got even more space. He puts it into Bunn. And Harry Bunn equalises for Bury just before half-time. All right, game on again, Bury, game on. I mean, I don't think I've got Ollie Palmer on the bench even. Oh, I do have him on the bench. So if things do go wrong, we have got another striker to bring on, but things have to be very, very bad for me to bring him on, I think. Oh, Jermaine Beckford's picked up a big injury. Does it tell me what it is? I don't know if it does tell me for the other team, actually, but there's a highlight now. Murphy, the goalkeeper for Bury, clears up the field, and Dickey makes a huge clearance from the back, which wasn't very good or productive, and now Bury have a chance to regroup and come forward as once again Smith on the ball, through to Bunn. Bunn is tackled by Sean Long from behind. They've got a penalty. Sean Long probably going to get a red card now for this. He's not. Okay, that's fine. Come on, Vickers. If there's ever a time for you to save a penalty, it's now. Please do it for us. Maguire steps up. Vickers saves it. Yes, get in there, boy. That is, I mean, I wasn't expecting that at all. He's actually gone and done it. We're still in this game now. Let's go, boys. Maguire drew his free kick now, pumped into the area, onto head of Waterfall. Bostwick hits the crossbar and the Pogba couldn't quite get there. How close do you want to get? Oh, that was tempting fate, that was. Right, well, Rodgers hasn't played too well this game. He's not played brilliantly. So let's bring Nathan Arnold on then. Not Nathan Arnold, Elliot Whitehouse, sorry. Let's bring him on. If anyone's going to change the game, he's going to change the game. So come on, boy, come on. Of course, tactically, we can go more attacking still. We are, in fact, I think we do it. Should we just go more attacking? Should we just do this? Whitehouse sorted Bostwick. Whitehouse, come up here, play as a shadow striker for us, mate. That's fantastic. And we're going to go on to attacking. And hopefully this will change the game in our fortunes. As we are on top, really, if we look at this, ever so slightly on top, with a few minutes left to go, we can do this still. We'll do a little shout as well, just saying, get creative as well. We may swap a striker. I'm tempted to swap a striker. I don't know what Ollie Palmer can do, but if he can do anything, this could be his time to shine now as we bring him on. What can he do? Target man or defensive foot. If I'm being honest with you there, I'm not even going to bring him on. I don't even see the need to, which is a bit harsh on him, but he's not going to change the game for us, unfortunately. I think I will bring on Nathan Arnold for Maguire Drew, though. I feel like that could be something that could work. Let's just hope and pray. Hope and pray. There's now a corner for Bury, and it's coming into the area now, swinging by Bung. Bunn puts it in onto the head of Pogba. I thought it was going straight onto the head of Lee, but now Dickey with a chance to counter, and he didn't really do much there, if we're being honest, which is a little bit annoying. We may move Pogba down to support actually as well. I've just thought that he's on attack right now. I reckon we move him down to support to help out Elliot Whitehouse a little bit more. That may just work. I don't know. Also, we're going to go to overload as well for these last few minutes, because I don't want to go to a replay. That's just another game we have to play, and I don't want that at all, especially away from home. Woodyard's picked up a little knock as well, but he's going to have to deal with it. I don't think we're going to do it, boys. I really don't think. And look at this shocking turnout for an FA Cup game, only 6,700. If it was an FA Cup game in real life, it would be sold out weeks in advance. Absolutely weeks in advance. The final highlight of the game then, with only 20 seconds on the clock, it doesn't look like it's going to happen to anyone. Bostwick picks up a foul there. He's going to get a yellow card. Don't yellow card him at this stage of the game, ref. What is the point? He gets his yellow card. We're past the 96-minute mark. I think we're going to a replay. I mean, Humphrey is through. We're past 96 minutes. He gets tackled by Habergam. I was getting a bit worried then. The clock's still going, and they're still attacking. If anything, ref, just blow your whistle, mate. Just blow your whistle. It's gone out for a goal kick. That's surely going to be it now. A 1-1 draw. There we go. Not quite the result we would have wanted, but at least we do have a chance to redeem ourselves in the replay, which could be very soon, which could mess up this whole episode now, which is going to annoy me. Let's hand on to the assistant. That's fine. Let's have a look at where things are going to stand now, because I don't want to do a replay on Tuesday now, or whenever it's going to be. Let's have a little look then at the schedule. Replay. After the Notts County game, that's fine. The episode is saved. Let's keep going. Saying that though, perhaps now there's actually no point in doing 3 games, because if the next FA Cup game is, you know, the game after Notts County, we may as well just do Notts County in a separate episode. So I think that's what we'll do actually. I think the whole thing is now going to be changed. We're going to do Bury and Mansfield in this game, in this episode rather, and then next episode tomorrow is going to be Notts County versus Bury. Right then, a look at the table to see how it's going for us then. So, since last week, we saw those results earlier on. That leaves us 6th in the table, level on points with Mansfield, who are playing today. And whoever wins will go ahead, obviously, because more points. But the goal difference as well, looking very, very close there. Exeter are ahead of us by 6 points now. The top 4 are starting to get away from us a little bit. So, dropping points to the likes of Mansfield or Notts County later on in tomorrow's episode is going to be so detrimental to us. So, we have to keep momentum going. We have to keep winning games in order to keep the pressure on these guys for now, because we can't let them get too far ahead. Oh, FA Cup 4th rounders draw as well. Let's have a look at this then. We'll go through it fairly quickly. Hopefully we're going to be away at like a big Premier League club or something like that. Oh, we're at Crewe, basically. Home to Crewe, which actually is a great draw. If we can get home to Crewe, away to Crewe rather, that's a chance to get in the 5th round. Easy. We've had such an easy route this time round. We just have to get past Bury, and then we're fine. So Crewe awaits if we get past Bury in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Bloody hell, that's amazing. We're having a great run this year. I say that as if we've actually got there. We haven't got there yet. We'll have to get there next episode, obviously. Right, a few changes to the lineup then. We'll start from the back. Foulds comes in for Habergam because he was tired. Danny Rose comes in for Bostwick. Billy Knott comes in for Woodyard, who's picked up a little knock after last game. But other than that, we're keeping it the same. We're keeping it relatively similar because it worked fairly well last time. Mansfield, away from home, I think we moved down to standard rather than control. That might be a little bit better to players because Mansfield will be the favourites. So hopefully this is going to be a team that's going to pick up 3 points for us today that we desperately, desperately need. Right, well, the Mansfield Danny Rose kicks off there because we've got Danny Rose, they've got Danny Rose. A little bit confusing now, but if we scroll down the table a little bit, we'll just have a look at this playoff situation, what's going on down here, and the teams that we can affect. So a draw wouldn't be too bad, but a win is the necessary thing we need to do if we want to keep up pace with the front runners in the league. And hopefully we can do it now as Pogba gets himself... he actually wins the ball back. Well, fair play to him, Pogba. That's nice for you to see. Billy Knott on the ball now. Plays it to Rogers. Rogers back to Billy Knott with lots of space, but no one's there around him. And he gets tackled by Anderson, who's picked up a knock. So if we can get some half tackles on him, that'd be great, actually. Josh Nelly, though, getting back. Can't quite make his tackle. And now Danny Rose for Mansfield has a chance to bring it forward with Digby, but Digby loses it and Pogba is through. Pogba, mate, come on, score a goal for us. He's got his first goal for the club. Matthias Pogba, assisted by Matty Foulds, grabs his first goal of the season and for Lincoln City and moves us up to 5th in the table as things stand. Of course, Mansfield not actually that far away from Lincoln. It's kind of in between Lincoln and Nottingham, but not really in between Lincoln and Nottingham. Like, if you know where it is on the map, you'll understand what I mean by that, but it's a close enough game for it to be quite a rivalry. So we've travelled here in numbers. We'll see in a minute if we have travelled in numbers, but usually we would do. At least we would do since we did well in the FA Cup last year. I think before that we didn't really travel in numbers at all, did we? I remember one year being only one of 600 people that travelled to Grimsby away for a local derby, which was pathetic, as McDonald makes us look pathetic and makes it 1-1. Highlights from kick-off though, which is usually means a goal, basically. That's usually what it means. And considering that Mansfield now have the ball, it looks like it's probably good for them. Although Pogba has been put forward, he's been tackled. Anton Rogers, pile driver from the edge of the area, hits the crossbar. And that's what the highlight would have been for. Unless we can grab a goal now. It's Billy Knott back to Anton Rogers again, who can't get his shot away this time. Danny Rose still on the ball, through to Knott, through to Maguire-Drew, through to Pogba. Pogba, get your shot away, he can't. And now Mansfield coming forward. We've missed our golden opportunity. And Mansfield have a chance to reorganise themselves, regroup and build from the back as the ball through to Benning is played but intercepted and the highlight ends. Jordan Maguire-Drew's picked up a knock, wants to come off for a bruised ankle, so We may as well just do it then. If he doesn't want to play, let's bring him on. We'll bring Josh Nelly over to that side, and we'll bring Harry Anderson on the right hand side. He's not in a game in a little while, so we'll let him have a little run out and see what he can do. Alright, half time. We've not actually been that good at all, so I'm going to go aggressive. Not happy with the performance out there. Everyone looks fired up. Tactically, we're going to move to control, I think, and see if that helps us out in any way at all. It might do, might not, but there's no harm in trying. Unless we concede loads of goals, then there's probably quite a bit of harm in trying. Not free kick then into the area, just headed away there. But Rogers, once again, having a shot from distance, and he's put it over the bar this time, but he's getting closer to these long distance shots. The issue we're having here is that we're not having any shots. 10 minutes into the second half, we've only had the one shot. I mean, Mansfield haven't had any shots since the half-time whistle, but we're not going to score goals if we're not having shots. And right now, that's the problem. We're going to attempt to push forward, I think, more. Push forward a little bit more, boys. Just edge forward more. Come on. Show yourselves a little bit. We're going to take Josh Nelly off as well for a winger, because he's not played well at all, has he? Arnold can come on. Can those guys swap? Not particularly well, actually, so we'll leave it like that. And hopefully they'll do the business for us. Nathan Arnold, of course, a very, very good player. We've got one in new contract for next season as well, because he's a top-level player for this level. You know, he's a top League 2 player. Possibly could do it in League 1 as well. But I struggle to fit him into my system, which is a bit annoying. But we've gone for an extra year or so that should be decent. The last few minutes, though, with no highlights in the second half, let's just go to overload. Let's go to fluid, and hopefully something might change as we come to this. In fact, we'll do another Elliot Whitehouse thing, shall we? We'll swap Rose and Rogers over, because Rogers is tired. Bring Rogers up there, bring Whitehouse on as a shadow striker, and that could change everything. Well, I feel like apologising for this episode. We've had two very boring 1-1 draws. And this Mansfield game, if you look at the highlight bar at the top, it's just gone now, but there literally was no highlights in the second half at all. Then look, I'm going to go not happy with the performance out there assertively. Maguire-Drews looks demotivated. I don't know why, because he played rubbish. But everyone else looks fired up, which is nice to see. A draw wasn't that bad of a result, considering who we're playing and where they are on the table, but it does put us more adrift of these automatic places going forward, and that is not good at all. We're 6 points behind Exeter as it stands, so problems there, problems. Right then, because we're playing Bury in the replay, we're going to be doing that tomorrow with Notts County. So we've got a like target of 60 likes this week. So if we can get that, you get a bonus episode at the weekend. So make sure you get liking the video to unlock that as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here and want to see more Lincoln City stuff and more Football Manager stuff in general. And I'll see you tomorrow.